Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting Corvette stuff. And today it has been a busy week in the world of Corvette news. I have 4 or 5 different little stories that I want to share with you that have been coming out of GM. Let's get into it. As of yesterday, GM announced pricing on the 2027 Corvette lineup. The Stingray is going to be starting at $73,495. The Grand Sport will be starting at $88,495. Grand Sport X at $112,195. Z06 at $121,395. ZR1 at $197,195. And of course, the Big Daddy, the ZR1X, starts at $227,395. And good luck to you finding one for anywhere near that price. But prices have gone up a little bit, but we're still getting a whole lot of bang for our buck there. The Grand Sport Track Performance Package pushes that model to $109,190, while a hardtop convertible adds $7,000 to either Grand Sport version. Car and Driver also reports a separate $3,500 non-track performance package for the Grand Sport. We don't have specifics on what's really involved with both of those kits yet. I'm expecting we'll see those packages delineated probably later this week or early next week on GM's website. The higher end cars took the biggest jump. ZR1's up $9,700 versus 2026, and the ZR1X is up from $212,000 to $227,000. Stingray and Z06 also rose, but by much smaller amounts. Dealer order banks for most of the 2027 lineup open up April 16th, which is, I'm filming that today. You'll be seeing this on the 17th, so they opened up yesterday, guys. Grand Sport X is not expected to be part of that. That's going to follow later in the summer, and you'll be able to start building and ordering them probably early to mid third quarter of this year. For our second story of the day, as you're all aware, the Grand Sport is back, and the LS6 engine is the headline mechanical story this week. And there's some other interesting things that GM has announced regarding that LS6 engine. GM confirmed this week that the LS6 being offered in the Grand Sport and also the base Stingray this year, coming in 2027, is going to make 535 horses and 520 pound-feet of torque, which makes it the most powerful V8 naturally aspirated ever offered in a vehicle in the United States. Chevy's official lineup page says that the LS6 is standard on the 2027 Stingray, Grand Sport, and Grand Sport X. It also says the Grand Sport X adds an electrified all-wheel drive front axle, which we know is kind of, the E-Ray is no more in 2027, so the E-Ray package has kind of been folded into the Grand Sport X package. When that is all put together, you get 721 horsepower between the front and the rear drive units, which that's a lot of power. I imagine that's going to be a very, very competent, very capable car. The LS6 will be assembled in the Flint, Michigan plant, bringing small block production back to its birthplace. GM says the engine is going to have 13-to-1 compression, and they're very proud to bring it back to Flint, which, for those of you who understand how important Flint is to Corvette history, that is pretty cool. Our third news tidbit today is that the 2027 order guide is live, and it shows some important equipment changes. Based on that guide, all 2027 Corvettes get intersection automatic emergency braking as standard equipment. I'm assuming this is an enhanced version of accident avoidance that is looking at more than just in front of you. I imagine it's looking to the sides and stuff to activate the ABS system if it finds that you're in a dangerous position. I am hoping that, like all good safety systems, this can be turned off. The guide also shows 2 new exterior colors, obviously Admiral Blue Metallic, which is the classic Grand Sport blue. Pitch Gray Metallic looks really interesting, plus a new asymmetrical Santorini blue and jet black interior option. The guide also says that Stingray and Grand Sport can now be ordered with the WB quad center exhaust, and it also flags the new M1N transmission tied to Grand Sport and certain Stingray and Z51 configurations. One important caveat though, as I mentioned earlier, the Grand Sport X is not yet listed in the currently posted order guide. We can expect to see that added on sometime into the third quarter, which helps explain its absence. And for our fourth story today, there is a recall affecting nearly 33,000 Corvettes. The NHTSA recall 26V213 says those Corvettes are says 33,000 Corvettes are potentially involved. The filing covers a wide mix of 2025 and 2026 Corvette variants. This includes standard cars, E-Rays, and even small numbers of the ZR1X models. GM says that the issue is the drivers may not be notified if a rear turn signal lamp fails to operate, which means the vehicles do not conform to FMVSS number 108. The NHTSA notes that this increases crash risk. According to the filing, the root cause traces back to an October 2024 supplier software change meant to help with the tire pressure monitoring system learned procedures. But that change unintentionally prevented the lighting control module from detecting a failed rear turn signal in certain circumstances. GM says the fix is a software calibration update to the exterior lighting control module. For cars that support it, the car can be delivered wirelessly. Otherwise, owners can get it done at a dealer. The filing says production was corrected, so the current problem does not exist for cars made on February 2nd, 2026 or later, and dealers were notified April 2nd, and the owner remedy notices are expected to begin mailing in mid-May. GM also said it has not been made aware of any reported failures in the real world yet. They're just trying to get ahead of this before there are any problems. And finally today, our fifth little bit of Corvette news is that Corvette sales figures are out for first quarter 2026. And there was some cooling that went on. GM's official Q1 deliveries report shows 6,235 Corvettes sold in the first quarter, compared with about 6,794 in the first quarter of 2025, a decline of about 8.2%. On the deal side, GM Authority reports that Chevrolet is still offering $4,000 loyalty cash on the 2025 Corvette for current owners or leases of a 2012 or newer Camaro or Corvette. And that offer runs through April 30th of 2026. GM Authority also says April 2026, they're going to be having lease offers on the 26 Stingray, E-Ray, and Z06, while ZR1 and ZR0X do not currently have any lease offers, and I'm guessing they never will. I'd be very interested to see how much it costs to lease a Z06. I bet it would water my eyes. Anyway, that's the Corvette news that has all been dumped on us in the last few days. If you guys know of additional things that I failed to mention here, put them in the comments below so that I can include them in a future video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. Helps our channel grow and lets us keep doing this for you. Have a great day.